up, everyone? It's the Nation of Podcation Daily Podcast. I'm O'Shea. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Friend of my channel, Terrence Gangsta Williams, the half-brother of Cash Money co-founders Birdman and Slim, gives his thoughts and reactions to the whole BG and Turk back and forth that they got going on the internet. As we all know, Turk said some things about BG. BG's responded. Turk's responded. It's just back and forth and back and forth. They supposed to be hot boys. We supposed to be brothers, man. All of this stuff going on in the Hot Boys, and they're supposed to be on tour together. I don't know how this is fitting to work out when they actually get on tour again and start doing these shows. How's it going to work when you got one of them saying one of them's album's garbage, the other one saying that he wasn't even supposed to be part of the Hot Boys and he was the real reason the Hot Boys was there, and saying that he was the worst Cash Money artist of all time and the lowest selling Cash Money artist of all time. He was saying, talking about BG, that every other one of the Hot Boys has gold and platinum plaques, and Turk is the only one with none of those. Crazy work. Now, Gangsta Williams, you know, he's plugged in. He says he's got a Cash Money, what does he got? A Cash Money, Young Money, OVO, Chopper City, YNT channel. So he gets all the dirt from everybody because he's got people in everybody's camp. So he goes on to say, tell us the real reason that these two have problems. He's reacting to the real reason that these guys are going back and forth really for no reason. Let's take a look at this clip from OG Giggity as he explains.
Whose side? I just ducked off over here right quick. I got people been tearing my DM up about BG and Turk. Now, I've been trying to stay out of that. But they remind me, they say, bro, you the Cash Money representative. You the big dog for Cash Money. You speak, you know what I'm talking about, this Cash Money channel. So I came across some stuff, right? And even with the dude who been slandering BG Day. So a lot of people ask me what I think about it. Is this or that true? You know, a lot of people ask me these questions. Let me say this. First of all, I can't speak on how BG grew up. I can't speak on it. I can't. I don't know nothing about that, right? But I can speak on when he was running with me. I have insight on when him and Hot was running together, when they stuck with it with the beefing with them boys in the Magnolia. So like I said, I wanted to stay out of that stuff, but people hit me up here. So I said, well, you know what, I'm gonna try to find a middle course. Especially, I like what Turk did. Turk played it smart. Got on, signed the contract, got his money, now ready for war. And I always tell y'all that. Can't build up the op to come back to annihilate you later. Unless you know how the op really moving. Did they really bury the hatchet? Because if you notice, BG and Turk hugged on stage in front of everybody. But BG never made it clear that we back. It's my brother, we back. Turk was, you know, repping it, but not Jizzle. So that should have let y'all know that Jizzle was still feeling some type of way. He never got on a song with Turk and then once they started doing the tour, so that should have woke you up like, oh, that boy's still holding something personal, you know? But I like that they having a little fun. I just don't want to go to the streets to get no violence and none of that going on. But at the end of the day, I like it. Turk challenging Jizzle for his rap skills. Let's get it. I love freedom of speech. I'd sit down and listen to the whole album. But everybody got their own opinion. Turk just was waiting for his time to bomb. He got a chance to bomb on Jizzle. And mainly, a lot of that could be from Turk felt like when Jizzle dissed him. Or whatever the case may be, Turk can get some get back. Jizzle shot back at him. So they did their thing back and forth, gave us a little entertainment, right? But now, let me show y'all something. This come out his mouth now. I got something where Oh boy, one of the homies sent me this. He was like, man, look at this. So I was like, oh, all right. So he wanted me to put this out. And I was like, all right, got you. This here right here. Look at this, y'all. Let's see how times, fast times change. Look at this.
Niggas like pop this shit, right? Like that they pop the greatest. But for me, y'all gotta understand, this nigga off my corner, bro.
He off his corner now.
You know what BG is to me? He's black fucking hope. That nigga gave me hope. He the reason why I used to stay in my fucking bitch play like that, because that shit hit different when you watch a nigga who you know, who be out there on the same corner as you, fucking jackpot like that. A nigga like pop this shit, right? Like that they pop the greatest. But for me, y'all gotta understand, this nigga off my corner, bro.
BG off his corner now.
You know what BG is to me?
No BG
black
to him.
fucking hope. That nigga gave
Black
me
hope.
He the reason why I used to stay in my fucking pen and pad like that, because that shit hit different when you watch a nigga who you know, who be out here on the same corner as you, fucking jackpot like that. A nigga like pop this shit, right? Like that they pop.
Alright, that's enough. So homie sent me that to put out, because it's showing like how 1 minute you love a person, next minute I'm about to try to dog you out. That's the same one who been trying to run Jizzle name through the mud, was giving him his praises, you know? So it just go to show you how the internet love lies, how fake the internet is. Well, not the internet, the people who be on there. You know, they say certain stuff, they come back and say this or that. I mean, when I was in prison, I must got that Jizzle one before, because I know the power of the internet. But
Right, Nation, there you have it. OG Giggity giving his thoughts and reactions. Now, we all know the Hot Boys was based on BG. It was supposed to be low-key. It was supposed to be Birdman and BG, because they really wasn't expecting Lil Wayne to even pop like the way that he did. It was supposed to be, you know, like Suge and Pac, like Puff and Big, Baby and BG trying to clock 6 figs. BG was the one that put Cash Money on his back. He was the one that was the local superstar first. He's the one that had Juvenile on his Chopper City album. I mean, it just, when you think of Cash Money, there's folks that you think of. You think about Lil Wayne and you think about BG, especially early on. BG was Cash Money. So for Turk to start saying all of this stuff about BG, I mean, the reason he's a Hot Boy is because they built the Hot Boys around BG. Crazy, crazy work. Now, Turk is talking about today, and I'm looking forward to seeing what his full Joseph album is like, because I've heard a couple songs on there. You know, I've been privy to a couple of them. They all right, you know what I'm saying? But is it going to be as good as the Freedom of Speech album by BG? We will see. I got to hear a lot more before I'm able to make that talk. And I don't even want to get into the whole conversation about the Carter 6, because Turk was saying he's going to have the best album of the Hot Boys, which he's entitled to say. He's entitled to feel that. But there's also reality. You know, a lot of folks out there are delusional with the stuff that they say. You got a lot of these women out here saying that they 10s, knowing that they 3.5s. You feel me? So it, like, everybody's out here on some delusional shit these days. But at the same time, you know, I respect it. You can say that your album is going to be the best. It's just, let the fans choose. Like Turk's been saying, the fans have got to choose. So if your album is hotter than BG's, the fans, it will bubble. You feel me? Like cream rises to the top. You know what I'm saying? So we will see. Nation, what do you think about OG Giggity's comments? What do you think about this whole Turk and BG issue? Do you think they will ever be able to reconcile? Nation, y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on your way out.